Oh, I thought you just hopped in the bathroom. I said I thought you just hopped into the bathroom. Good day, everyone. What is today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Tuesday. For those of you that know what day of the week it is, you're doing way better than we are. But it is Tuesday, which is cool, I guess. Hope everyone is having an okay week so far. We are over here working on a Tundra, so 9F 150. Was watching it last night, but it went private. I know. So the Monday night show usually goes off the air sometime around midnight, because that's usually around when I'm done, and then it'll be back up at 5:30 the next day, with all the comments on the side, so that if you comment, you can see your comment. How cool is that? At least it ain't Monday. Awesome video yesterday. Cool. Glad you liked it. For those who didn't catch it, you can go up and catch the re-edit of it. With, like I said, your comments on the side. Yeah, that's a weird video that we do. Everyone kind of likes it and everyone kind of hates it. But what's up, Jeff? And for those of you that are going, what are you talking about? Well, we'll show you in a minute. Dean, did you ever have an installer that took constant smoke breaks? Yes. And I actually have a funny story about that one. I have a couple funny stories about that. So, Fernando, would you like story time with Dean?
Yeah.
Okay, so
What's the story?
we're going to talk about the time I had smokers.
Drugs?
No, there was no drugs. No drugs.
Okay.
It was drug free.
Okay.
It had nicotine. So someone asked, they said, how come you don't show the comments on the Saturday show? We'll get to that. One question at a time for that, Frank. Okay, it says Dean.
Installer
that
took constant smoke breaks.
So I used to have two installers
Give me
that
a second.
smoked.
Gonna go and smoke.
Yeah. Anyways, and they were friends,
Mm-hmm.
and so they would always take smoke breaks together. And so JJ, at the time, this is when I didn't work here, because you're the only employee that's been here. JJ come into the back, and I'd be working because I don't smoke, and he'd be like, "We're the idiots," and I'd be like, "They're outside smoking." So that happened enough to where he got to the point where he's like, "Okay, new rule:
Nobody goes to smoke.
if one person is smoking, the other one has to be in here working."
But then I don't have a person to talk to.
Correct. Because what would happen is one cigarette would turn into two would turn into three, and so on and so forth. So they'd be outside
the conversation has to go along,
they'd be outside for a half hour smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Come back in, reek of cigarettes. It would drive them crazy. So they were the rules passed. They could only smoke one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, which I thought was fair.
Yeah.
I thought it was fair.
Yeah.
It lasted about 2 days, and then I had to go outside and be like, dude, you guys don't get this. I don't care. There can only be one person outside smoking at a time. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that became an issue. So somewhere in the course of all that, one of them got...
They were like, oh my God.
Oh, they totally... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Totally the bad guy.
Yeah, of course.
So one of them ended up leaving.
Sorry.
Anyways, so one of the guys...
Mm-hmm.
Finally, it just drove JJ so upset that he's like, if you're going to smoke, you need to go smoke at the street. Which you can legally do. Like at Kicker headquarters, the smokers have to go out to the street, out back to smoke.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they have times when they can do it and all that. There's rules and whatnot. It's not like they're punishing them. It's just like their state is a smoke-free state, and there's rules and all this other stuff. They're way harder than we are about it, but... and they abuse that. A lot. And so finally, he said, the only time you can smoke is when you're off the clock. So you can smoke in the morning, you can smoke at your lunch break, and you can smoke after work, but no smoking during work. Okay? This is ridiculous. You guys are taking way advantage of this. Mm-hmm. So, the kid quit that day.
I mean, you taking something. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they were granted every opportunity to do it, and we bent the knee many times trying to make it as fair as possible, but they just kept taking advantage of the situation, and
I quit.
And he did, and then he tried to apologize to me, and I was like, "You're a dick. Like, don't try to just go away. Like, I've given you countless opportunities to not have these rules put in place. I mean, it all started with a simple thing of only one guy outside at a time. If that would have stuck, none of the other things would have happened. Yeah, it was really weird. So for like 2 weeks, I had to do all the work. So it really sucked. So naturally, when we hired you, one of the questions was...
I used to.
Yeah, but you don't anymore. So I was like, you got to be kind of cagey about it and roundabout, because you can't not hire someone because they don't smoke or they smoke. But it was like...
Do you do drugs? Once in a while.
That's your own problem. You're not gonna, Then the new guy we hired smoked a lot of weed. And he didn't do it at work, but, man, he always smelled like weed. You just can't wash that out. So the reason why we don't do that on the Saturday show is... The comments on the Saturday show is I don't have the time. It's really what it comes down to. We just... Monday night when I leave here, I go home and do it. I've always done it. It's kind of worked in. But Saturday, we leave here, and it's like I don't think about the show until Sunday morning when I do the Instagram Rewind show. So... I'm typically not going home after Saturday because it's like family time, so I just don't have the time to do that type of show. That's really the only reason. I would love to, but it's just not in the cards. Dean, is ARC coming out with a monoblock for the Copper series? Any plans to replace the SC4000? Okay, so we did talk about that a little bit last night. The answer to that is there will be no monoblocks in the SC line, in the new Copper line. Brad talked about that briefly last night. In order to do a proper mono signal, it is much better to do it with a stereo amplifier. The amplifier performs much better. So no, they will not be doing a mono. As far as replacing the SE, I had to ask the same thing. For those of you that don't know what the SE4000 is, this is an SE4000 here. So, which we learned last night, signed edition is what SE stand for. Didn't know that. There's the Robert Zeff signature on the amplifier, signature edition or signed edition. I guess I could have read that and figured it out. I just don't pay enough attention. Either way, this giant amplifier here is a 4000. So I had said, and I think it's in one of our podcasts, I don't know, where we were like, why don't you just bring out the 4000? And the problem with it is it would be way too expensive to do it. Even to build it to its old spec, right now, it'd be an unrealistic amount of money. It would cost you more than two of the 2500.1s that they make, the X2s, the big ones. So you could buy two of those and actually be less than what the 4000 would cost to have that amplifier remade. So the answer is no, they're never going to remake that. Never's not always as long as you think. But there's no plans in the works to do that. Now, as far as a mono goes, we heard Brad talk about he doesn't like the way a mono actually works. Brian is also on board with, he likes the idea of having just a really powerful 2-channel that you can do a lot more with as well as go mono. They're both sold on the fact of the control ability of the subwoofer from the 2-channel at this stage in the game is way better than anything they're going to do because that's way too expensive. So, no. It's just the 3 amplifiers that are in the makeup right now that they're talking about. They have not mentioned to us, and I would tell you, anything other than these 3 amplifiers. Do they have others in their head? It sounded like Brad last night has others in his head that he would like to come out with, but they're going to wait and see how this does before they bring that back out. And as you can see, here are the Coppers. I think this is probably the coolest, is making the cover for the DSP. I don't know what that's going to cost, but dude, you're just dropping the stuff. What are you doing, man? You're going to scratch your stuff. Yeah, so you're talking about they had other copper models in the works, true.
Yeah.
But there again.
But not yet.
Brad seems,
right now, this is the only 3.
Yeah, so Brad seems really set on the fact that there isn't a mono. I'm with you guys in the fact that I feel if there's enough conversation about it, it's going to happen. But right now, he doesn't see the need for it. So, if you didn't pick up on how passionate those two guys are last night, which is what I was trying to get across, because they're both, like, Brad is one of the biggest, nicest nerds you will ever meet. He's a fantastic engineer. He can really make people understand what he's saying. Like, we've had some really high-end conversations, and he's great at dumbing it down to where I can even understand what he's talking about. But the passion that those guys have is incredible. There was a picture I posted when we were in his office of his office. It is nerd central, man. He's the only guy I know that has an AP in his office and a full soldering station, workbench, the whole 9 yards. So he's serious. When he's talking about like they were popping things in and out, oh, he'll do that all day long. Like you'll call him up and like, what are you guys doing today? For the last 4 hours we've been demoing an amplifier or auditioning. That's the one. I'm sorry, auditioning an amplifier, or they've been auditioning speakers. You also mentioned 16-channel DSP. That is correct. We talked about that the other day. When you download, if you're using the Arc Audio software, when you first upload it, it tells you new updates. One of the features is that they let the cat out of the bag. It's a 16-channel amplifier. The other thing too is if you did catch any footage from the show floor at Knowledge Fest of the Arc Audio booth, they had their big Arc Audio banner behind them, and pictured in it was the 16-channel DSP.
It had this?
Yeah, and it said 16. So the 16-channel is coming, for sure. I'm off the hook. Thanks, Frank. Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Hi from Mexicans in Texas. What's
up, Mexicans from Texas?
Haley saw that when we were walking, because I let Haley do the. She was doing the show.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What is this guy talking about?" I don't know. He's a regular. It's all good, man. Yeah. It's all good. It's okay. She's like, "What is going on?" Dean, who would be in the Illuminati of car audio? Ooh, I gotta think about that for a minute.
Wow.
That's because there are some dark players out there. I'm gonna say they're way above my pay grade and the stuff I know. There are some really back end movers and shakers that you'd never know. You'd never know. Like they just hide. But the problem is that, so here's the problem in that, is that most manufacturers, although a lot of us are friends, we're friends. At the end of the day, we still are, out for whatever company we're out for. So the greater good, finding somebody that is into the greater good is tough, and then have there be some dark side to him. So I think of Andy for a minute, like Andy Waymeyer, Audio Frog. Andy is about the greater good of car audio. I feel like he's openly, he wants to give you as much information about car audio so you can make an informed decision.
Yeah.
If you happen to buy his stuff, that's great, but you need to know what you're doing. And his goal is to tell everybody how they do it.
Educate the people.
Yeah, and he does a wonderful job of that.
100%.
Love him, hate him, whatever. He's trying very hard to get that information out. And, sometimes it's about Audio Frog. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes he'll use his research as case in point to explain something. Sometimes he won't. But then there's no dark side to him. You know what I mean? So there's no Illuminati side.
It's actually very funny.
Right.
Sometimes.
Yeah. There's no sneakiness to him. Yeah. He's very out in the open. So it's he wouldn't be a member because he's a good guy in that whole scheme of things. So yeah, it'd be interesting. I'd have to think about that for a while. Fernando, what's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Nando, what are you doing? Apparently right now he's stroking his eye. Nando, 2012 Malibu. Can I fit a 8 gauge in the factory harness grommet?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Yeah, you typically.
2008.
I mean, you typically always drill holes.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
if you dude, this car
8 gauge is
sometimes you
small.
gotta go into the engine compartment, see like if it's available, but drill a hole better.
2000 Chevy.
2017.
Yeah, 2017 Equinox LT non-Pioneer using kicker key. Oh, the older key, 180.4 and a 500 watt, no harness for the vehicle. So is soldering the best option for going signal into the amplifier? I'm surprised there's no harness for 2017.
Soldering is the best option.
So I feel there's got to be a harness somewhere. So Metra, when you go to Metra's site, they do a really good job of showing pictures of the harnesses that you can match up to. I guarantee you there's a harness somewhere for that car. Like, it's got to exist. But if it doesn't, so soldering is great. There's no question about it. But what you may want to do is go onto Amazon, figure out, like, it's 8 wires, right? So you got 8 wires. Go on to Amazon and buy 2 pairs of male and female 8-pin or 10-pin or something connectors, whether the wire's already attached or not, and solder those in, male and female end. That way, if you decide to get rid of the car and you want to take your stuff out, you just unplug it. Okay, unplug what you did, and you plug those 2 plugs back together, and that's it. It's a quick, easy removal, as opposed to having to solder all the wiring back together again. It makes for a much cleaner installation. And since you can get stuff like that pretty simple on Amazon, it's totally worth it. I would just go buy 2 male and female, 8 or 9 pin plug, whatever you need. It's minimal amounts of money, and it'll make removing it in the future so much easier. I mean, we all say we're going to keep these cars forever, but we all know that's a lie.
That's a lie.
So, opinion on putting 6.5-inch subs indoors. It's a bad idea. It's not. It usually doesn't work well. They're subs. They're not free air. They're subs. You can build an enclosure. You got to build an enclosure. Every car manufacturer that puts a sub in the door builds an enclosure for it, or the door itself is an enclosure. You have to figure out how much airspace your door is, and then understand it's going to leak, and then realize that the subwoofer is trying to move like a subwoofer in order to create air, so you can't put a lot of power to it because it moves too much. The door panel buzzes. It's never been good. It's never been good. Like on a Mustang, they have the subwoofer enclosures, and the older ones, we'd put subs in those, and there's a box dedicated, and they still sucked.
Just put a front sub in there.
Yeah, pull the glove box out and make a front sub. Yeah. Is Audio Frog still in SoCal? I don't... Yeah, they're still in California, but I don't know where he's at in California. Andy is great. Andy is fantastic. Didn't think of that. Thanks, yeah. No harness exists. Even Crutchfield says so.
There you go.
There again. Go on to metroonline.com and just look at some pictures. When hooking up the ESN through the head unit, the base level knob turns into a master volume knob. Any ideas? What is an ESN?
The Epicenter, bro.
It says ESN.
Right there in the bottom.
Epicenter. Yes, it would. Because if your Epicenter volume knob, so I'm assuming you're talking about Epicenter Micro, it will become a main volume knob, because if that's your high level to low level adapter for your whole system, then
it's taking over.
That's going to take over because it's regulating the volume output of that preamp section. What you need is a secondary high level to low level adapter. So pick up like an LC1i and just use that. So have both, an LC1i and the Epicenter Micro, and then you'll get your volume back. But
Epicenter Micro is better.
Not for doing highs, because it does become a main system volume.
Yeah.
It's really only made to do subwoofer. It was never made to do like an LC2i Pro, or an LC2i has a through and it has a sub through. Okay, that's why it has the 4 RC outputs, so that when you plug in the bass knob, it only controls the subwoofer output. The micro didn't get that, so that's why it's doing the craziness. And then for some of you guys that were talking, hold on. Hello from Mexico.
Mexico.
So these are the new coppers that we were talking about earlier. This is a 4.2, this is a 4.4, and that is the 6.2. Now the 6.2 has been on the wall back here for months now. It was there. That's why the Sound Digital that used to be there, it was there also. It was here for a long time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this was always just sitting there. And the best part about this is this amp is actually fake. This is a fakie, so they made this they made it just for me. Fernando gets to keep the real ones, so good on him, but this is fake.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Wow!
So they had a bunch of parts laying around, and so they made this for us. Now the funny part is, hold on, move your hands. Let's go here. So
this is a 4-channel.
So this is a 4-channel here. Even though it's a 6.2, it has a 4-channel end because that's what they had laying around. Mm. And this is the other end for the 4-channel, so it's got the CU 4.4 parts on it.
Yeah.
Let me see that there for a second. So yeah, it has the milled spec here.
Oh, it's just the chassis is the right one.
Yeah. So they just had parts and they put it together and sent it to us so we could hang it on the wall, and just kind of like tease it back there for forever. Mm-hmm. So I get the fake one. He gets the real ones.
I get the real ones. I got 1, 2, 3 over there.
Yeah, so we have 2 4-channels and a monoblock.
2 4-channels and a monoblock. That's what we're going to do.
And then we got some RS speakers.
We're going to do a 4-inch, a 3.5, and a 3 on the pillar.
No, we're not.
And then a 6.5 on the doors. And
no, we're going to do 4s in the rear, 3.5 tweeter, and 6s.
No, this is all going to be in the front, bro. Like, we're going to do a channel.
Yeah, so it's funny because there was one guy that was like, "Oh, I heard these in Brian's car." Brian does not have these. Brian made amplifiers that are actually real copper, but they're not these. So they're the older SE amplifiers or whatever they are. I don't know what they are, but they're not these. Even though I wired them up, I don't know what they are.
No. And somebody say copper series are too pretty to stick under the seat.
Yeah, these are not going underneath the seat. Yeah. They're way too high. I mean, these things are massively tall. Yes. So they're definitely not going.
They're not going under the seat. They're going.
Yeah, you're gonna see them for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna do something.
Yeah, I don't know what, but we'll figure it out.
I don't know what.
I don't know. I figured they'd come with an amp rack and everything. I'm really kind of disappointed.
Oh, dude, you're going to have a lot of work to do, bro.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, sometime after CMA. Hey there. Didn't see the notification till now. It's okay. You didn't miss much.
You missed a lot.
You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much.
No, you didn't.
And it's not all fun and games here in the install bay today. So as much as we like to just, talk about cool stuff. So this is the car we're working on. We're working on Tundra. It's getting a 908 Kenwood Exelon installed, so this is the cool dash kit. Looks really nice in the dash. So this will be replacing the factory crappy. It's got a JBL system. It's getting a sub and a sub amp that he already had. So we're putting that in.
Yes.
That's for that Nightmare owner. Is that still here?
No.
Oh, we'll just take it over to Paul later. So in this,
K40 went out of business.
What's that?
K40 went out.
K40 did go out of business. That'll be on the news Friday. But anyways, yeah, just straightforward. Drop in. Nothing too exciting. Did you say Fernando has some of the SA speakers in last night's show? So Fernando actually has the RS speakers. The AS that are coming out, we do not have. They're not available yet. But the RS are higher end, so they gave us those. They gave him those. Let me rephrase that. No, right now in Fernando's car, he actually has
the Morel.
Which one?
Virtus.
No, we don't have Virtus.
Yeah.
Down.
Hang on, Tempos.
Tempo Ultras.
Yes.
You have Ultras.
Yes.
Yes. So you have Tempo Ultras in there.
Yes.
We might put the Sensus.
Probably we're gonna do the Sensus.
The Sensus will go in there
we're gonna
next.
Go there first, yeah.
Before we get to the ARC
Because
stuff
we're
in there.
gonna hurt it first.
So we need to do those. Although I found some really nice enclosures for home audio.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So we can put them in.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm thinking about buying those and building a really awesome set of monitors with the Sensus. So that we can just demo them in here, do the brick wall. I think that might be cool. No, don't forget to add the
audio box
near to her.
The gear, yeah. So we still have to do the seats. We're gonna do the seats, and they came up with another thing that we have to check it out. It's out now.
Is it?
Sent us the email. I tried to find it. I can't find it. You have it.
I do?
Because you send it to me.
Oh. All right.
But yeah, no, definitely we have to do that, and we're gonna let you know.
Miguel says, met Brian and Brad over the weekend. Great time talking with both.
Yes, they're fantastic.
I mean, they're okay. They're nice guys.
Yeah.
But so that's what we got going on here today. Speaking of Morel.
Hold
on. Wait. Come over here. Just let me. There's just. Oh wow! You got to sit down for this.
Speaking of Morel, guys, I have the Tempo Ultras right now in my car, and they sound great. Straight power from the radio, they sound amazing. Now we're gonna put the Sensus, and we're gonna let you know how they sound. But if you wanna find this specific product, go to morelhifi.com. Morelhifi.com is the place that you can find amplifiers. They also have amplifiers, AV class. So go there or check it out here on Instagram, Morel_America. See some pictures, installations, and things like that. Or go to Facebook, Morel America Inc. because they are sponsor of the show. 5 minutes with 5 star. Continue with the show.
And if you're waiting for the video for the Tempo Ultra install in his car, it will be coming out. It is part of the Car Stereo Lab. As soon as we get done with the ridiculously pain in the butt radio install that we're watching right now, we'll be circling back to putting the speakers in the car. So there is a full unboxing video of that will be coming out soon enough. So, fantastic. Hey guys, listen, that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Get back to work. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Better late than never.
Has to be. I still want to try this.
Yeah, go for it, man. Make it as hard as possible.
Isn't that what we do?
Yeah, I feel like it is. Oh, hey, you're done. You're done. Yeah.
Well, finally, it took like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, this will be a good test, but like I said, see how we have to, see how all that doesn't need to be there.
Oh, you have it. I'm like...
That's it. Here, you can do it. I got one hand. I don't want to cut myself. Try not to scratch it, bro. Man, it's just like...
Scratch, bro.
It's not like it's made out of aluminium. It's got a magnet. There you go. See, you're not too tall. Fancy. I know, right? So fancy. It's so today has been the print day. Yeah.
Dude.
What? Yeah, it fits.
It fits.
I know it fits.
Well, I didn't know. I was trying to...
Yeah, you're making it way harder than it needs to. Fernando, make it hard, Lopez.
That's my last name.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. What's up, Mike? That actually peeled off pretty good. Mine never peeled off that good. Well, keep in mind, that's 28. Here, let me see.
Like, present. And it's not gonna...
Well, yeah, but you see how I was talking... Right, but it also isn't going in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was talking about if you make it hollow behind here, it will flex, which is what we're looking for. We're looking
or
for
if I make it taller, it would snap. better.
Well, no. It's got to have springiness to it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we just connect this piece, it'll be fine. Actually, probably connect it and then remove those pieces. Oh, that sounds like fun.
Oh, see, the back side is not.
Well, push it all the way through. You got to push it through the front. Push it through. Push it all the way through. Okay, and then move it up and down a couple times.
Ooh, that's what she says.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and now it'll go in from the back. Just got to line it up. It's a little harder from the back.
Yeah.
See? There you go.
Dude, that's perfect.
Yeah, I know. Because I told you how to do it.
So now I need a quarter-inch piece.
No, 1/8-inch piece. That'll be an 1/8-inch piece.
That's what we decide.
Yeah, see, I'm just trying to decide. I think these need to be rounded over more. Because I wanted these to have more round. So it's almost like it's almost like we loaded the wrong one. I don't think you re-export it because this doesn't have the rounding to it that the current one has.
It does?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Because these are flat. Look at how flat that is. There's no rounding on that.
Right.
Yeah, so I think we loaded the wrong one. Because the current one has this. See how those are round? So it's fine though, because what you need to do is go back in and add that piece to it. And then that'll be, but it fits, so well, that's cool. I mean, we're getting there. So, because we'll just print another one tomorrow with the rounding, just to see what that looks like. Okay, so maybe tell it that it's pretty first, Nano. Oh, it's totally pretty. So.
Oh, dude, no,
Where's the other one? Where's the other? Where's the other two?
So, no, I have.
No, the ones we printed this morning.
It's over there.
Are they over there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we had a contest yesterday to see. No, where's the other one with tape like this? The one you had on your bench. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. All right, shush, relax. Okay, so we had a contest yesterday to see who could design this the fastest.
I win.
And I of course had mine done yesterday and printed, prototyped.
Doesn't count.
And so today we were printing them to see what we wanted to print at. So like this was a 0.20 millimeter print or a 0.2. This was a 1.6. We also tried a 1.2, and the 1.2 just failed every time because this is ABS. And so let's go with some light here. So this is the 0.16 print. I designed mine a little bit different. I might go back and change a couple things, but mine.
Where did you design it?
Well, I designed mine in bamboo. But anyway, so mine pinches here, which is cool. So you get some flexi flex. Looks like this in the front. This is the part I don't like, and that's why we had his inset, is that we're gonna try to make it out of acrylic. So what we did today is we printed 6 of them. So we're all set and ready to go. We have, a bunch of these all set and ready to drop into a car. So these will snap right into the Toyota. So these pinch in and it just locks into place. So we actually had that Toyota that stayed the night last night, and we test fitted on that this morning, and it was like perfect. So so his is kind of an evolution once he kind of figured out, but he had a head start on me last night. Like I was stuck finished wiring up the car, and you were like, I'm gonna screw this.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, but I like this. This is what I really want is the inset. We just printed the wrong one because I want this to be rounded here. And then the other thing we have to change is this area here needs to be solid. So I feel if you make that solid and you make the back sides a little thinner, make this part thinner, these pieces that you have going that way, that it'll give us the flex we're looking for.
Right.
It'll be spongy. So no, that's cool.
So this is what I was talking about.
Yeah, I know what you were
You
talking
see?
about. Yeah, I get it.
Making this.
Yeah, but
so it locks.
Right, but you got to remember it has to be inside of that shape. So this can't be hanging over like that because it's got to be inside that shape.
No, what do you mean?
So
yes.
Yes. So
So
you gotta,
but the screw that would have.
You know it might
like
be
this.
even but you know it might be even easier. So you're thinking it the hard way. If you just make this a little taller, okay, we can just this is the same size.
Oh, what about
You can
if
just slide it.
Yeah. I make something like this that goes inside and it just.
Yeah. You're overcomplicating it. Yeah, we could just easily put a screw.
No, without the screw, just
Yeah, whatever, some snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you just have to change the back, so probably make it circular or something like that, so it's a nice... You're still going to need glue. Because you got to glue the ABS or the PLA or the ASS or the ASA or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, the PET G or GPET or... So crazy. Anyways, today was a weird day. We wanted to come on earlier, but we didn't get a chance to.
Let me see if
see if this guy's gonna pick this thing up today. If you've got an old Chevy pickup truck with a broken dash and want to put a double dent in it, make sure you swing down to 5-star and we'll take care of you on that one. In this case, we just went with a new Kenwood wireless CarPlay unit. Fits in there right nice. So, woo. Let me go around the other side. You guys can get a closer look. Paul has come to the conclusion that the only way to... See, there you go. This is the Metro kit, which is gray, which is kind of cool. But his dash is not as bad as the last one we did, but his dash is pretty messed up. But the radio goes in. You do need a radio that has a thicker bezel. So this one does. I want to say it's like a 5170 or something like that. It's the new wireless Android Auto and CarPlay. And Paul has decided that if you have Android Auto, you have to do wireless because wired never works, or it's the only thing that causes a heartache for him. So all the things that we tell him to do and not do, he doesn't listen to. The one time a customer comes in and is like, my wireless doesn't work. And he's like, that's it. We're only doing Android wireless from now on. Okay. Whatever works for you, bro. But if you are an Android user, and I would strongly buy something with wireless Android Auto because it is going to connect way easier than trying to plug the thing in. That has always been the problem with Android Auto since day one. I don't know what it is. It's got a USB-C. It's a fantastic thing. Maybe it's trying to suck too much juice. I don't know. But that is the number one problem with Android, is just the basic connection never works. It's so weird. Otherwise, this is the last car of the day, which I'm really excited about because it's been a pretty full day. Let's turn his dome light back on so he can have dome light at nighttime. Fernando is over here playing with his new amplifiers. There is a third one that's not here, but he was like, ooh, let me look. So, very cool. Are they picking it up or staying the night? Okay, very nice. We gotta get rid of this box. I gotta fire that thing up tomorrow.
Yeah.
We gotta stop playing with the 3D printers and making USB inputs. So, Master Tech Expo, Mobile Solutions Master Tech Expo is right around the corner. And every year, we run the Clean Wire Challenge. And every year I make a custom wire ruler just for the guys. It's a one-off, never to be made again. Last year we did blue, which I have one of my own because it's me. So here is, why would I not? So this is the blue one that we made. I didn't like it. I don't like doing opaque. You need to be able to see through it. This year we have, this is what we're making the wire ruler out of this year. So this is this year's wire ruler. Has the cool, so it's got all the instructions on it still. It's the way it's designed, but I don't know. I thought this confetti acrylic was so sexy. And there again, these are more tokens of just coming. We don't expect people to use these things because they're a one-off. Actually, there's exactly 9 of these made. 8 go to the competitors, and I keep one for myself. So that is this year's wire ruler that the guys are going to get for competing. So you can see the Clean Wire Challenge logo right there. So that we got these all set and ready to go. So we'll pack these in the suitcase and take them with us in less than 20 days. So that's pretty cool. And then Ray, my buddy Ray from Canada, asked me to make a purple wire ruler. So we made a batch of purples. We're gonna take these there. But yeah, it's way too expensive to make these. The acrylic to do this was way more than the stuff because it's an odd color, and so I'm guessing the manufacturer, but like the standard green wire rulers and orange and blue that we make, we get at a good price. That's why we can sell them what we sell them for. But the purple is, yeah, this is ridiculous what they charge for this acrylic. Jeez, oh man, this stuff is stupid expensive, but it looks cool. So yeah. But anyways, that's also CMA Expo. Yeah, that's where I'll be, and that's probably where the purples will end up, because Ray's going to be at this. He'll be at MasterTech, but he's Canadian, so he'll be at the CMA Sound Effects of Canada. So, yeah. So today was a fun day, and I don't know. I don't think I have anything else. Is there any questions that I missed? If you're an Android user, I would recommend you buy an Apple. I'm not saying I don't disagree with that, but I totally understand. What would gold flake acrylic cost? So I found a new supplier that has, so there's some really interesting acrylics, like I'm sure you've seen. Etsy has, there's somebody having a bad day. Etsy has some really cool acrylics, like one of the suppliers on Etsy, like where I got the confetti stuff from. They also have wood grain acrylic that I ordered a sheet of because I just was like, ooh, let me see what that looks like. And there's some slate, looks like slate. And then there's a bunch of confetti stuff like that. But I did see that there's somebody that makes like a gold foil. There's a gold mirror that you can do. So like we have, sup Elias, you're doing great today. So there's a mirror gold, which would probably be the best. That would probably look the coolest. But yeah, that's it. So we're working. The other thing we were working on today is there's 2 classes that we're doing, one at CMA and one at MasterTech. So we're working on the MasterTech class right now, and trying to figure out how that's going to go. What does the wood acrylic look like? It sounds interesting. It looks like wood. I mean, it looks just like wood. I was like, oh, that's why I'm anxious to see. I think it's something on the back, so it's not like, it kind of looks like wood with a clear coat. Hold on. Let me see what Etsy, and then let's go to purchases. I'll show you. There it is. No, that's earth tone. There it is. There's the wood. I don't even remember which one I bought, but here you go. So this is the wood. So it looks like a clear that has like a veneer underneath it. So this company, so there's that. I think I bought that one, but there's a dark wood, a light wood, an old school Mercedes, but Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Right now the biggest problem is I need 1/4 inch red, and everyone seems to be out of it, which really sucks. You're doing a great job today, Elias. Always. You look tired. Dude, I'm dead tired, man. Like, it's been a long week. We've been working late every night this week. Last night we were here late because we had the guys from Project M on. So at Master Tech, at Master Tech, they're going to announce what Project M actually stands for. So we had Tony D'Amore. I know I say his last name just because it's a really popular person. In case you don't know who Tony D is, I just call him Tony D. But in case you don't know who Tony D is, that's Tony D. Right there. This is Tony D. So we talked to him last night. His partner won. And Jason Degos, but he was just coming in and out. He was making sure we didn't screw anything up. So that when this stuff comes out, we have an interview with him that we can drop immediately so that you guys, once it becomes public knowledge of what they're doing, you guys will get first crack at it. Like the minute we can say, we're going to hit the video. It'll already be uploaded, it'll already be edited, it's going to be done. Always, just like the Kenwood video where as soon as they said, boom, you guys got it. So that's something really cool. They when we were talking to them, they're like, you want to do this? And I was like, what about if we do this? And they were like, oh. The other thing we'll probably do too is as soon as the training is over, depends on how many samples they have there, because there was some stuff that we couldn't talk about last night that we were going to wait till Master Tech. And that's some of the stuff you guys are really going to be interested in. I'm interested in it. Like, I can't wait to see what it looks like. But damn, man, you guys are going to be like, oh, yay, start saving your money now, as always. That would make some interesting... Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, for sure. Did ARC discontinue the Harley Davidson DSP? I think it was the PCM Pro. No, so the Harley Davidson DSP is the PSM Pro, which is right there, PSM Pro. It is not discontinued. That's the micro DSP. No, it's still available. It's not. There's no talk of discontinuing it. If anything, they want to sell more of them, and they probably will be selling more of them. But no, that has not been discontinued. Not to say that they're not out of stock, but they're not discontinuing it. So, if anything, it's going to...
I'm here.
Oh, thank God. If anything, it's going to evolve into another piece that's going to be more affordable, but not as small. So, TV bought all the red acrylic. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that. I feel like he's given up on D'Amore Engineering. No posts on Instagram in almost 2 years. So, he's been working on this other project. No, it's okay. Relax. But as long as we don't give anything away, it's fine.
Oh, just give everything away.
And there again, a lot of secrets. So it's hard to be public. So one of the things that like when we find out about stuff and we're super excited about it and we can't talk about it, like we can kind of tell you that this is coming because it's 20 days away and we want to prep you guys for it. But like this. We saw this when they didn't even know what this was going to look like. Like the guy that draws the amplifiers. We were literally looking at different versions of what that could have looked like. Okay, that's how long ago. I mean, this was like pre-COVID, and we had to sit on that the whole. Like we couldn't say anything. Every now and then a leak would come out, but not from us. And you'd be like, oh, and it's like, oh, but no one really knew what it was going to look like. We did. We were playing with prototypes when the aluminums came out. Like, we got our hands on the aluminum. We were playing with those. Like, the subs. Jesus. So, and we've been in some dark corners and seen some stuff that are like, whoa, and that's cool. It's not bragging. But what I'm getting at is for Tony, you want to tell everybody because you're excited about it. You're working on it. It's your project. You just want to, dude, look at this cool thing I made. Oh, is this awesome? You want to do that. You can't. So moving yourself out of that public area so that you don't give away the secrets, you kind of have to, It's sad because I love his videos because they're usually, you got to watch them like 20 times before you finally get it. But yeah, no, I understand. But that's why. That's why, he's not been put, and that would be my guess anyways, because I know I'd end up doing the same thing. Hey, Dean, are the charging posts for the side terminal batteries all M8 bolt threads? No, I don't think they're M8s. Hold on. Do we have any? We have side post battery terminals, right? Mm-hmm. Where are they at?
All the way in the corner. Not there. They're hanging.
Oh, could you grab me one? So, let's find out. We have one right here. Now, if you're talking about okay, so there's different. Some of the newer batteries are M8s or M6s. They have the machined thread, but if you're talking like old GM style, no. You don't have to. You just twist it on. Like they're on a cable. You can just. There you go. I'm thinking standard. So silver. Yep, silver. Maybe that. Don't. Ooh, let's watch.
Don't watch, please.
It's not that one. Is it that one? Ooh, it's that one. What is that one?
I don't know.
Flip it around,
it
dude.
Doesn't say.
Yeah, just flip it around, you dork.
It's
Hold on. There you go. 3816.
So that it's what?
I have no. It's a 3/8.
That will be an M.
No, it won't be an M at all. No. Go down to M. Here, try. No, go to the black one. No, it would be down. Try one of these. Try that. Yeah,
dude.
That's an M8.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that totally fits in the M8. Totally fits in the M8. Wrong threads.
Yeah.
Try this one.
I know, but
try that one.
No.
Nope. Yep. Nope. So that's a standard. Yeah. Them Americans making them standard batteries. That one's wobbly. Yeah, that's wobbly. Not it. Yeah, that's not it. So it's 3816.
It's 3816. There you go.
There you go. So.
You're welcome.
There's Nando. I thought you had discontinued him. Were you able to hear the ARC amps? No. Nobody's heard him yet. Except for, well, maybe by now somebody might have heard him. But
yeah, I think somebody already heard. Brian.
Yeah. Well, Brian and Brad have heard him. I mean, Jesus.
That's what I'm saying.
When setting up sub crossovers, do you set it to box tune?
What?
Box tune. No, I set it to 80 hertz. 12 dB, 24 dB, depending on what the mid bass is. I mean, if you want to get super technical, which I don't, but it really has to do with your mid bass and what that's going to play down to, and then you want your sub to play up to that. So 80 hertz is typically where you want to have it. 70 hertz sometimes. Just depends on how much the mid bass is doing.
65.
No, definitely don't want 65. Yes, we know about projects that got canceled.
What's people saying?
When doing a system on a new 2024 Ford Lightning, do you add a second battery? No, there's a regular battery up underneath the hood. So, depending on, in the front.
Okay, it's not
in
the
frunk. It's the frunk.
The lining is the.
Yeah, there's a battery in the frunk.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah. We went out there and looked at it the other day. If you're doing like a big ass system, obviously you're gonna have a problem. If you're just doing a normal system,
what is a big ass system?
A couple thousand watts.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna throw a Blackbird, a couple tens in it, and call it a day.
That's
I see Tony's on your. I see Tony post on your personal page every day, but I missed his YouTube stuff. Yeah.
You will see him more often.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude.
He's gonna come out
next
with a
week
lot of
you'll
stuff.
see. Next week. Later this month, you'll probably see a lot more of Tony. That's for sure.
Later this month.
Yeah,
this
later.
Month is over.
Well, February, March. Yeah. Well, we've already switched to March
Next month.
Yeah. Rockford 500 watt 4-channel amp, and Kenwood 500 watt mono amp. Oh no, you should be fine with that. Yeah, you should.
Nah,
that's
no problem.
that's nothing.
Make sure your battery is up to date.
I mean, it's a Lightning. How would it not be?
Oh yes, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're good.
You're good. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good.
You good? Oh wow, man! You're just like letting it all hang out.
Yeah.
Now, if I was doing that Lightning, I would only, and those were the amplifiers I had, I would put the 4-channel just on the front 2 speakers, the tweeter and the mid-range. Mm-hmm. Assuming that doesn't have a premium audio system, make sure it's not if it's B&O basic, meaning it just has a tweeter, a mid-range, and rear.
Well, that will be premium.
Well, you have B&O basic, which is tweeter, mid-range, and rear speakers in a sub.
See, I call them premium, and then I call them the BO.
Well, no, but there's 2 BOs. So
yes.
You have B&O basic, and you have B&O unleashed.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So,
premium, unleashed, I don't know.
All right, either way, if you got BO, make sure you buy the A to B adapter from PAC, from Mobridge, from Zen, Metra, from
whoever's going to make one, yes. Morel.
They don't make one.
No, somebody say Morel. So. Well, talking about Morel, I don't know if you already talked about Morel.
I haven't talked about Morel.
Well, let me show you something, guys. Morel makes.
No, grab the small little amplifier.
Huh?
The little amplifier right there, literally where underneath your son's ball.
Oh.
Yeah, right there.
Never mind. I'm looking up like this. Dude, I'm doing this.
Right here.
Okay.
Okay, here, you hold the phone so everyone doesn't have to look at you.
I don't know how this thing works,
okay.
bro. I'm so sorry.
There you go. You ready?
Oh.
This is the MPD 4.100 4-channel digital amplifier. I don't know why it says digital amplifier. Class D. Inside the box comes an awesome Morel sticker. Mm-hmm. They give you the biggest sticker. Like, everyone's going to know. You have the owner's manual. So there's a 4.70, a 4.100. There's also a mono amp that's in this series. But this is their micro line. This is their Class D highs amp. So most of the time with Morel, you're going to find that their amplifiers are AB or high biased AB. So what we're looking at here is a Class D.
Yep.
4 channels, normal terminals, spades.
Spades.
Yep. And then on the back side,
regular.
Yep. Compact is really the key here. You have a nice small amplifier. But Fernando, where can they find out more about this?
You can find this amplifier at morelhifi.com. morelhifi.com. Look at that. It comes in the owner's manual right there. That's amazing. You can see these beautiful pictures on Morel_America here on Instagram or on Facebook. You can go and click on Morel America Inc. What do you think?
We did a video on this. I
did.
Turned it off. I have to turn it back on. I keep forgetting to turn it back on.
What's up, Mike?
So the other thing I got to do is I want to buy. I got to buy. So my plan is to buy 8 pullers for Haley's car because I want to put the the new Virtus 3-way set.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool in her car.
Yeah.
And then I want to buy home cabinets that have a 3-way set so that we can put. I want to put the Census.
I was like, you want to put home cabinets on Haley's car?
No. I want to have a 3-way set of home cabinets because we have a 2-way set.
Yes,
here.
we do.
And then, but I want to do the Census has a 2-way set in your car because right now we have the other Morels in there, which you guys will see that video probably in the next 2 weeks. And then I don't know. We have so many sets. I want to find a really decent set of home cabinets. That we can interchange out. So like, because we got a set of hybrids, so that'd be cool to put the hybrids in there. We have the Census 3-way set. I'd like to put the new Census in there just to, let you guys do a listening. So, and then my goal is sometime before June. I'm gonna be realistic about it.
Before June, okay. See, I can go with that.
Because March is pretty much done. Next weekend we'll be in Dallas, and then 2 weeks after that we'll be at Master Tech, and then 10 days after that I'll be in California.
You say March is almost gone. We haven't even made it to March, but it's already gone, guys. So he's living in the future now.
I'm just thinking about the time I have. So either way, and then we get to start on your car.
Yes.
And figure out how the heck we're gonna do all that.
Speaking of pillars, where did Nando actually? I didn't buy it. He bought it. Where did you buy the pillars for the towels?
It was just some Volkswagen dealer on the internet. I typed in,
So you normally go, it's like, 2020 is over there. Yeah.
I'll tell you exactly where I got them from. Hang on.
2022. Volkswagen, be careful.
USB.
Yeah.
So it's quicker parts. QUIRK.
All right. Grab the phone so you can.
Yeah. So this is where I got them from. So I'm gonna just do this. So quickerparts.com. Yeah, it was neat. That's them. That's where they came from. So I gotta get down. Yeah, those. No, that was. I don't even know what's in that box. Those are the 4-inch Morels. Oh, there's my Boba Fett Bluetooth speaker. I have 2 of them. That's why that one's stayed here. Okay, let's do this without hurting ourselves. Ow! When is Dean gonna put a system in his Mustang? Actually, we were talking about that too the other day, and I think it is gonna happen this year. Because this. All right, so we figured out a way to do it and not do it too crazy. That's the problem, is things get out of hand. I don't really need a system that's out of hand. But here's the Lego pieces that could fall into place for me to put a system in the Mustang, okay? So we already have speakers. That's not a big deal. Like I have plenty of Morel speakers to put in there. But if I can get my hands on the new S8 Kenwood Exelon radio, it'll have a Toslink output. Now, that's cool because I'm going to put a Blackbird in there with a Nighthawk. I've already figured that out. It's going to be a Blackbird and a Nighthawk in the back corner, out of the way, because it's convertible. I don't have a lot of room. But I'll probably get Sage to build me a box, because Sage has built a 310s box for that. I'm like, if he could just build me a 210s box, Dean, you need time. And that's why we're trying to think this through in a very fast way. Now, what changed my mind about being able to put one in is the hardest part about putting the stereo in my car is time. Is going to be the tweeters, because they suck to get in and out, and running the power wire, because you got to pull the whole battery system out of the car in order to get the power wire in. But Fernando's pretty efficient at that. It has the premium audio system in it, and what we figured out is that iData has the harness for it, because you can either replace the radio or replace the amplifier, or both. But iData makes the harness for it, and they make the EXT4, I think is what it's called, which is the extension to run it from the kick panel all the way into the trunk. Now, with that harness, if you repin it properly and then take it all apart and run one extra wire, you actually can use that whole harness to run the whole stereo, with the exception of the rear speakers, which would just be a short run anyways. It has enough inputs as well as outputs to power everything. Now, if we do a Toslink radio, then I don't even need to worry about any of that, because I'll just run a Toslink back, and then all the wiring will go up front to power that. So, in a nutshell, is if we can get the radio, then we have a really fast way to get the amplifiers in the trunk. Once we get the amplifiers in the trunk, Then the hard or the long part is going to be doing like all the sound treatment and all that crap. But it's a convertible, so I'm not too worried about like sound treatment because it's convertible, rattles, does all kinds of buzzing and crap like that. So, anyways, we have been talking about a plan, and if the House of Cards all stays up and we can do it, then by the end of the year, send the whole car to Sage. Dude, he ain't got no time to do that. I would love to, but he ain't got no time. I would have probably torn my Achilles if I jumped down like that. Yeah, no, me too, trust me. Screenshot it, thanks. Perfect. Did you get him taken care of?
Oh.
That's my guy, bro.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, he's that guy's
doing everything.
Oh, he's doing everything.
Yeah. I saw his install. It's cool.
Yeah, no. Dude, he was so happy because I go, bro, buy an Epicenter. He goes, what? I go, bro.
He did.
But I know. I know.
Solid.
Oh, I know.
He's there.
And he's like, he comes back and goes, dude, this thing is so awesome. And I go, yeah.
He's thinking of doing pillars, so I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, man.
No, he's doing it.
So, anyways, that's the perfect storm that would allow me to put a stereo in my Mustang.
What?
The S8 with the Tosh link, the X2 cable, Blackbird in the back, run the,
Oh, I know somebody they can hook you up.
Yeah, they don't have any, so it'll be a minute. So maybe Christmas. That'd be a great Christmas present to myself.
Keep training, man.
I know, right? Yeah. So, anyways, that was the thought there. And in the midst of all that, we got to get Fernando's car done. So, or at least started, or
that
at least
has
get
to be
some
first, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna start.
No, definitely.
The dream.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. We can plot and scheme all you want. I mean, now that we have these done.
It's not done. It's like we still have to.
Well, yeah.
It's almost done.
Yeah.
It's like 90%.
Well, now that I've seen how you did it, I want to redesign mine and make mine another quarter or like another 3/8 deeper.
Yeah.
So that I can do what I told you to do with yours.
Yeah.
And then put an inset in it. So yeah. Anyways, or why do it? Xmas is June. I mean, Xmas is July. Christmas in July.
X-Max is the one like the subwoofer does that.
Oh, X-Max?
It's not what it is.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No. X-Max. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So...
Yep. Anyways, that's what's happening.
The goal tomorrow...
is to survive?
Besides that, is to actually fire up...
Oh, fire up the X-Tool?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be good. That's a good goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got this done.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but...
No, I think it'll happen.
Hopefully.
I think it'll happen. Depends on how stupid the day is.
Oh, it's going to be stupid. It's Saturday.
Yeah, that's true. It needs a software update.
Saturday?
No, that... Oh. Well, yeah, definitely. But no, the tool needs... That needs a software update.
Okay.
All right, guys, listen. Hey, thank you for talking to us today. Yeah. Tomorrow is Saturday, which means 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time,
That's
PM.
right.
In the PM, we'll be doing the Q&A show live here for you guys to ask us any questions you want. Of course, you can ask us questions here on Instagram. Hey, guys from Arizona. Any super audio tips of the day? We did. We had a bunch, and you missed them. I'm sorry. But hey, the nice thing is you have 2 ways you can watch this. You can just wait till we're done and go back and watch it, or you can watch it Monday when we do the rewind show.
That's right.
So cool. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye. Ram. Bro, this is a straight 6 turbo.
It is a what?
Straight 6 turbo. Straight 6. Inline 6.
Okay.
That means like it doesn't have 3 cylinders here and 3 cylinders here, V6. It's a straight 6. So all the cylinders.
Gay 6.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah. Anyways, this guy has a cool fuse holder right here. There's a factory bolt right there. I wonder if he's going to come out with those, and then he can say he invented the fuse holder mount. You know what I mean? You know?
I just want to say that in this world, in 2017,
oh, let it go.
he's a big inventor.
Big inventor. Anyways, this is a Dodge Ram 2025. Just so you know, 2025 Amp Pro not compatible with the system. It's a totally different CAN bus. It's not compatible. It sucks, but hey, same plug, just doesn't work. Alpine system. So in this case, you got to go old school style, which is you got to tap a speaker. Amplifier's up underneath the seat here. The nice thing is that we were able to make a cool harness from pack. This is the ANC bypass harness. The speaker wire we needed, which is this one right here. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. Is in this harness. So the only thing you need is the ANC. It's a 10-pin ANC bypass. The green wire is the driver's front door. You can tap that and your system will be all set and ready to go. Take care of your fake engine noise and give you a subwoofer out that you can use. Now, there is a factory sub in here. And got my stylish light on. The factory sub is this harness right here. And it's a 3-voice coil subwoofer, I'm assuming. Because three popped. Anyways, the subwoofer has a wall at 80 hertz, meaning it's like it'll play from 20 to 80 and then goes like it's like a 48 dB crossover. It's crazy how there is nothing above 80 hertz or both. Yeah, there's nothing above 80 hertz. There's not 90 hertz. There's not 100 hertz. It's just a straight gone. So what we wanted to do was try the driver's front door and the subwoofer, not together, apart, A-B between the two, because we looked at them both on the RTA. IRTA, you can switch between two channels. So we looked at the driver's front door. And the driver's front door does have a peak, okay? Meaning that it's an up and it's a down. It's a little mountain centered around like 50 hertz, which is cool. Whereas the sub is literally just a cliff. It's like 20, it goes like 20, and it goes down some to 80, and then it goes, disappears. So, we made harnesses for both. We're like, you know what, let's just try both. Now, the amplifier for this is what makes this interesting, because what we have here is the new LX 850.1. And the reason why we chose this amp is because, for one, it has high-level input, which is cool. Has the ability to turn on and off DC sense, or, DC current sense. DC offset, yep, so there's a button to turn that on and off in case we need to bypass it. 2, it has shock, okay? Shock is harmonic restoration, and it has bass boost. So, what that gives us the ability to do is more or less gives us a certain amount of equalization for the sub process. So we listened to it with the factory subwoofer sound, and it wasn't bad. It was bad. It wasn't bad. We'll just call it that. But then when you switched to the front door, it was just as loud, but it was way fuller. Okay, it wasn't just as loud. It was actually a little quieter. But once we could readjust the gain, and then once we added in some shock and we added a little bass boost, signal looked way better. And it just you could just hear that fuller sound. Like, it just didn't disappear. And there's a good reason for that. Like, the factory subwoofer couples with the mid bass in the door, so you're not going to notice it in this environment. But when you have a much louder subwoofer playing, in this case got a Fox box single sub underneath the seat, ported out the side here. It's a beautiful little box that Fox Acoustics makes. Rhino line, put a Dean and Fernando custom speaker cup on it, so easily to remove. Just pull it out. Uses that cool XC90 harness. There you go. Anyways, so making the best of what we've got to work with, this amplifier just gives us that. So we get the ability to do some equalization, do some harmonic restoration, and so just instead of going with a basic amplifier, this guy will really fill in the holes for you. The color he picked was dark blue, because whatever color this is also what color your bass knob is. Now this is a lease, so everything had to plug in. So like we made a T-harness for underneath the amplifier, so there's your signal. But the bass knob could not be drilled into place. So we kept the factory kicker mount, 1/2-inch spacer behind it, goes into a factory bolt. No big deal. And then it just mounts into place. So not the sexiest, but accomplish the customer's goals, which is the most important thing. Now I can take this off. So, things you should know about 2025 Ram. The harness, I don't know which one it is. Literally had this in a parts bag that they gave me like 5 years ago when they were designing a harness. So I don't even know what it's for. A Sub Pro comes with the bypass harness you need, but that's not going to help anybody. It is a 10-pin plug. I'm sure somebody sells it. I'm sure Pack has it somewhere. Metro probably has it. Either way, that's the wire you want to tap. It's easily gotten there. Now, another thing interesting that happened today was, so ANC seems to be all the rage. And if you got a car that's like 2020 and newer, chances are good it's gonna have it. It's just the where the world is right now. It kind of sucks. High tariffs and ANC. What the hell? Anyways, so we had a car come in, and we were supposed to be doing it after this, but it's too late in the day. An hour and a half is not going to get what we needed to get done in there. And just to make a long story short, let's get to the meat of it. Got into the car, looked in the headliner, microphone in the back, 2 on the left and right, the trifecta of doom. More than likely it's going to be ANC. It was a Buick. So we needed to check right away to see if it had ANC. It's been sitting outside for a while. I wanted to get the customer to come pick it up because we knew we weren't going to have time to finish it if it did. Because there's a certain amount of work you have to do. You have to go on the hunt to find things. So how do you test it in a timely manner? Well, let me show you. So in a vehicle, you have these dash speakers right here, or you have them here on the pillar. One of these two is where that dash speaker is located. Now to get this dash speaker out, either you have to pull these two 10s right here and this will come out and then it pops off. In a lot of cars, you just lift up on this and it pops out. There's two 7s so you can get to the speaker. If it's on here, depending on the car, a Buick, it just pops off. There's an airbag screw. You pull it off, you can get to it and you can get right to that tweeter. Okay, when you get to that tweeter is going to have a cap on it, but that means on the other side of that, 9 times out of 10 is full range. Now, if you have something like an IRTA2, a PA3, any electrical RTA measuring device, you can then plug it in to that wire that took you all of 5 seconds to get to and test for ANC. Okay? Oh, I feel like I just did a Nick Wingate. Okay? Love you, Nick. And so that's what we did. We grabbed the wire real quick. And it was funny because it's what I like to call the perfect ANC. So some ANCs will work, and ANC is automatic noise canceling. It could be a couple different things. It can actually be a true noise canceling. All you Honda Accord guys are familiar with that. Or it could be a fake engine noise. It all kind of gets grouped together. Anyways, we were able to easily figure it out. But why I call it the perfect ANC is because with the door open, looks fantastic. As soon as you close that door, boom, there it is. And you're like, holy crap. It's like 30 dBs of ANC in that bitch. It was crazy. Open the door, goes away. And you're like, if it's not ANC, it's fake engine noise. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So did I leave the impact in here or did I put it away? Nope. Where's the impact? Oh. Can I have the inverted Torx? Did you screw that in? No, you got to put this in before you can. You can't put this in yet. This all has to go in before this goes in.
Which one you want?
Inverted Torx. That one. Yeah. So take that back out because this panel has to go in. That bolt has to go in. Putting it together backwards. Anyways. Sorry about that. One more. Dodge loves to put Loctite on their screws. 2 different types of Loctite. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. Anyways, so that car had fake engine noise. It's either disconnect all 3 microphones or find out if there's an amplifier in it, and that'll do it. 2023 ANC box, right dash corner. Yeah, it's usually so in that car it's either up in the center or it's by the glove box. Either way, in this case, we just didn't have time to deal with it, but we wanted to make sure it had it, because I think, in my opinion, it makes more sense to deliver a product that's finished than to deliver a product that has a problem that we can't fix. So we always do what I call eat the vegetables first. There you go. Which is test for ANC, test for all these things, which we've done plenty of videos showing you how we test for all this stuff before we get started. It just makes way more sense in the long run. In this case, that's what we ended up doing in this car, is figuring all this stuff out in the beginning. Because my bad, I thought the 2025 Dodge was compatible with the Amp Pro, and I was wrong. So, it happens every now and then. Every now and then. So, anyways, that's what's going on. Recorder road noise is very loud without ANC. You should use some sound treatment. I mean, it's okay. It'll go away. Oh, there it is. Fernando's doing great today. Fernando made the amp rack, by the way. That was 100% Fernando amp rack. I made the fuse holder. We switched.
What do we switch?
Huh?
Because we were testing.
Yeah, we switched because I was testing. So I was like...
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What do we do?
I mean, you wanted to do it this morning. No, I gave you the option.
You know,
You were like, okay, because remember this morning I said, here are the things we need to do. And you were pulling out the seat, making an amp rack. And I was like, all right, well, he's making the amp rack. Cool. So, and I made the fuse holder and put in the bass knob and wired up the subwoofers. And
that's why it's running.
Totally.
Oh, hang on.
What am I hanging on for?
By the way.
Oh, hold on.
Where are they?
They're there.
By the way, I make everything. I am the guy that makes everything in here.
Excuse me. Yeah. Can I borrow the drill again? Or the impact?
Just the impact?
Yeah, I just need this. Yeah, yes. That's true. You are.
Yeah. I'm taking credit.
There's a lot of inside ball going on here today that I apologize. You guys probably won't get these references.
All right, so side is done.
Side is done. As long as all those plastics are in,
Yep.
You're golden, bro. You can put that seat in. Here, you want to hit this real quick before you do that?
Of course.
Here's the other one.
I told you guys I do everything.
You do everything. He's a Swiss Army knife of car audio. Put those in. Get them down. Look at you. Put the extension on it and everything.
Well, I mean, you have to, no?
I don't know.
But you gotta. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, let me see it for a minute. Oh, yeah. Get the the front ones. We're trying to get this done to deliver it to the customer who's been patiently waiting all day today because
his... so long, bro.
Well, okay, so here's what happened. It's a brand new truck, 2025. It's got 1,000 miles on it. Got in an accident. Somebody hit him. Oh. So,
really?
Yeah, so he's had it for 6 months. And out of those 6 months, he's only had it for 3 months because it's been 3 months in the body shop. How screwed up is that? Mm-hmm. So, you know, that's pretty messed up life. Anyways, so his ride that was supposed to do it could do it originally, but they're in Hawaii right now.
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
The ride is in Hawaii?
Yeah, the ride.
On their way?
Yeah, they're driving. We'll be there, bro. Just hang out. Yeah. We're coming for you, man. We're coming. Not a chance. Not a chance. It happens, you know? So, luckily we have those very uncomfortable chairs next door. So, teamwork makes the dream work. Good evening. What's up, Mr. Berg? All right. So the sad part is we don't know when they'll have an Amp Pro functioning for this. Which is kind of depressing, but oh well. It happens. Are you sad, Fernando? This is like a roller coaster. All right. I apologize for all the movement during this. Trying to work and get things done. I haven't seen Morel in Instagram live lately. They must be busy. I mean, we've been talking about him. Talked about him quite a bit yesterday, and we're going to talk about him quite a bit today. Right, Fernando?
That is correct. Why? Because, you know...
Hold on, wait. Here. Just cut your promo, bro.
Because, you know what? Morel is awesome. And they have good speakers. You guys gonna...
I know they got great speakers.
You guys gonna go under the seat, so... Anyway. They're gonna stay under the seat. Anyway, so...
Whose car did you hear? At the show?
Oh! So, dude. Here in Tampa, of course, you guys know, that was the Expo Sound Quality Show. We went to see Brian and all the guys over there. Well, the only car I had a chance to listen, that was Miguel's. And if you guys remember, Miguel has the Ultimos Supremos.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the
set of Supremos. Crazy speakers. And it sounds so loud and so good that sometimes it's scary.
Always scary.
Because he turns it up like crazy, and it sounds really, really good, and it's loud. So those speakers are
Is that the scariest you've ever heard a system?
Yes.
How loud it is?
What speakers are those?
Supremos,
the Elates. There you go. So yes, the Elates. So go check them out. It's in morelhifi.com. That's the high-end speaker that they made.
Supremo. Well, he has a Supremo.
Piccolo. No?
He has a Piccolo tweeter.
Piccolo tweeter.
Either way,
late.
It's insane.
It is insane. It sounds so good.
All ARC amplifiers.
Yes, so go check them out.
Cut out your, finish cutting your promo.
Morel_America here on Instagram or and Facebook, Morel America Inc. Those speakers sound really, really good. So
really, really good. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Anyway, good job, man.
Oh, I know. Hello. Can you tell me your opinion? Oh, you don't want to hear Dean's opinion, believe me.
I'm glad we tell you later.
About the Musconi Gladen one wrench with built-in DSP.
The one?
Yes, Musconi Gladen 1.
Okay, hang on. Let me screw these in here real quick.
It's an F-150. Nope, it's a Dodge Ram.
He has a Dodge one?
No, somebody has a Dodge Ram. Oh, in 212 fit in the space behind the back seat on the third generation Tacoma.
On the what?
I don't know, man. I don't think so. They make a box. It depends because the Tacoma has it's two different boxes for the Tacoma.
What did the pocket go? Oh, did you already put it in?
So yes. Oh. So I think it's not like Foxbox make that box. No. Who makes that box?
Fox makes it.
It's another company.
Fox.
Yeah? Ground Shaker? No?
Fox makes it.
Okay, so yeah, check Foxbox, see, because they have two different boxes for that Tacoma. When you guys gonna do a review on the Morel Senses? Yes.
Soon.
Believe me, it's on the list. It's on the top of the list that we have to do. It's just we've been busy. Master Tech is coming. Dean is doing all that stuff for Master Tech, and sometimes it's no time. Sometimes it's no time. See, that doesn't make sense. But you guys get the point, right?
Soon.
But yeah, we're gonna do that soon. Jeez, that's so loud. We're gonna do that soon. We're gonna put it in my car, probably.
We'll probably do the two-way in your car.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking we're gonna do a three-way. One of my homework assignments this weekend is to buy a cabinet for a three-way set.
And then we demo for you guys.
Oh no, then we just have a really bitchin' set of speakers.
CX5 2022. Struggle a bit to start. Oh, the tub is right there in the back.
Where?
No? Oh, it's in the other side probably.
Where? Like on the floor?
Outside. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Start always starts, but takes a couple of seconds longer. This is after installing a 1000 watts RAM amplifier.
Struggles a bit to start. Always starts, but takes a couple seconds longer. I mean, the best bet. Okay, so starting issues. The best. Listen, your best friend in car audio is a voltmeter. Okay. No, it's not here. Yeah. If you have a voltmeter, if you don't have a voltmeter, go buy a voltmeter. What you want to do is a couple different things you can do. Obviously, if you put it out underneath the hood at the battery, that's going to give you the most accurate start power. You could also make a cigarette lighter adapter and put it in the cigarette lighter adapter so you can see what your car is going down to when it goes to start. And then disconnect the amplifier, pull the 4 gauge or the power wire off the battery and see if it changes. If it doesn't change, if it stays the same, more than likely the problem is the battery might be toast, meaning it's tired, it's done, it's had enough energy, which doesn't make sense on something that's an O2. An O2, you shouldn't even be thinking about changing the battery yet, especially because unless you live where it's really cold or really hot. Because like here, an AGM battery should last 3 to 5 years. There again, it depends on how many times you've killed your battery. If you've ever killed the battery, or some people kill the battery a lot, where you need to get it jump started, then the battery's toast for sure, because every time you kill a battery, it does not come back to a full regulation battery. So, but the reality is the voltmeter will give you an idea of what's going on, so you can see what your battery voltage is dipping to when it goes to start. So hold on, let me go back and. Tell me your opinion about the Musconi Gladen 1 range with built-in DSP. So this is the Musconi 1. This is his bottle of water. This is the Musconi 6 to 10. 1. One of my favorite amplifiers. I really like the 8 to 10. I feel it's a little bit more useful. When we built this display, though, all we had access to was a 6 to 10, so we took it, because why would you not? The Pico, which is below it, and the 830, which is above it, all use the same software. This is an AB class amplifier, which means it does get hot. That's why it has a fan. The Picos are class D, which are smaller. They still get hot too, but not like AB class. Does it have enough power for most systems? Yes. I mean, we put K2s on these, we put Flax on these, we've put Morels on these, hybrid Morels on these. We've done all the high-end stuff on these amplifiers. They sound fantastic. I'm a big fan of the software. If you're an auto guy or you have a dealer near you that's going to put it in, they do make Barney, which is the Barney tune, which is the head that goes in the front seat and helps them get a more accurate tune. So if you're going to buy it and have a shop do it, they can, hopefully they're Barney trained. And if they're not, it's easy enough to become Barney trained from Gladen, Musconi. They do those trainings for you, for them. But no, it's a fantastic amplifier, for sure. And fantastic software to boot. The software is really the best part. I mean, okay, the software for me is the most important thing. If the software sucks, it really doesn't matter how great the amplifier is. Yeah, the never ending. As someone lose maybe something lost, maybe I checked everywhere. Anyways, okay, so it's 4:00 right now. It's a Saturday, which means in an hour we're going to do the show, the Saturday show, 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to tune in. We'll answer more questions then. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.